So on Thursday, 40 days after Easter Sunday, we celebrate the ascension of the risen Jesus into heaven. The disciples have had 40 days to get used to the facts of the resurrection of Jesus, their friend, their rabbi, their Lord and their God. They've met the risen Jesus many times. They've walked with him. They've talked with him. He's taught them. They've eaten together. And now here they are back with him at the Mount of Olives where he entered into his passion. And we witness with them the moment that Jesus, having culminated his earthly life, is now passing from the world back to his Father. He's assigned to the disciples the task of announcing the gospel, and he's promised to send them his helper. And then he's lifted up into the clouds, quite suddenly and apparently without any fuss. And 11 disciples stand there in stunned amazement, looking up at the sky. Now that's the story of the Ascension and the story that we shall tell on Thursday. And it's very undramatically told in the Bible in relation to the crucifixion and the resurrection and Pentecost. So undramatically, in fact, that one might be forgiven, apart from its obvious weirdness, for considering it to be relatively inconsequential. That's so far from the truth. So over the next few days, we're going to reflect briefly on why it matters. Although the event is called Ascension, and the Bible is pretty clear that Jesus went up, it's not actually the direction of travel that's important. The point is not that Jesus went up, the point is that he went. Jesus returned to his Father to be glorified with the glory that he'd had when the world began. If he'd stayed with his friends, teaching and healing as before, we might ask, would the disciples have gone off to the corners of the known world and spread the word and built the church? Would 9 of them have been martyred for insisting on the truth of what they'd seen? I think not. Repentance and forgiveness of sins would not have been proclaimed to all the world, and if he remained physically present, it seems that his spirit could not have been showered across the world so that he could work in us in all times and in all places. His gospel would not have gone viral, and the cosmic impact of salvation could not have been made complete. So, what's the ascension ever done for us? The first answer is motivation. The second, probably, is fulfillment.